most people that have a 9 to 5 don't understand this. Is what if your 9 to 5 was actually a part to something bigger? And because nobody has explained it to you, you're not seeing it. So what exactly is this part to something bigger? Now, for a lot of people, you might currently be earning below $1,000 a month. So you might be in any of this role. So let's ask ChatGPT. If you go to ChatGPT and we ask ChatGPT to give us a comprehensive list of 9 to 5 roles or positions that pay less than $1,000. Now ChatGPT is most likely going to give us a role that you currently are in or something you have been praying earnestly to be in. Now let me tell you where the sad part is. So many people have been in this role for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, and they have been paid peanuts, and they've been wondering, okay, what do I do? How do I transition? And when you look online today, there's a lot about high income skill this, and you think that the solution is going to get a high income skill. Meanwhile, the opportunity lies in what you already have, but you're not looking at it because nobody's preaching that out there. Nobody is telling you that where you are currently is where the opportunity is. And you ask this very big question: what exactly is this opportunity? You currently, if you're earning less than $1,000, you are currently sitting on an opportunity that can give you $10,000 or even more, but you're ignoring it. So you ask yourself, okay, what exactly is this opportunity? Now ChatGPT has produced or has given me detail of from different departments, and you can identify with any of this. And let me say this, any of this opportunity can solve and give you a $10,000 a month income. But the problem is this: because most 9 to 5s have been structured to think in a system way, it's very hard for them to break out. That is why very, very little people see what is outside. Now let's give an example. Let's look at a cashier. A cashier is a very, very good example for us to look at. So let's type this into ChatGPT. So let's ask Chat that a cashier that has 5 years experience, what are the skills, or let's put it this way, what are the overlooked opportunity in this person's skill, knowledge that can create a digital solution that people will pay for. Please tell me who, or who. Tell me the niche that will be interested. Now ChatGPT is going to tell you who is going to be interested in this solution, but first it's going to list out the personal skills and knowledge and the kind of solution you should be thinking about creating. Now, why is this very important? Most people out there keep learning without providing any solution, because they're always looking at what is trending. And we always go around with this mindset that the solution is out there. Meanwhile, the solution is in here. And we're overlooking the solution because people keep selling us the wrong thing, especially things we don't need. And we ignore what we have. Now, one overlooked solution is how to train your cashiers for 7 days. I don't like this solution. If it's about training your cashiers, I would say it's a very, very, very low level and not in demand solution. Now that's a good thing with ChatGPT will not give you. Some of the answers ChatGPT will give you are very, very, you just need to look at them and you need to make a lot of adjustments. Cashiers know how lines for street customers. That is good. But is that enough for somebody to pay for? Cashier POS error prevention template. I don't think anybody is paying for that. Upselling scripts for stores. That's very, very good. Another one is inventory loss prevention toolkit. That's a very, very good one. Start a store consulting for new owners. You can start a store consulting for new owners. But let me tell you my goal here. My goal here is how can you, with the knowledge you currently have and the skill you currently have, create a digital product that is $10, $20, and it keeps bringing you revenue. That's my idea of creating income, especially if you have a busy 9 to 5. I believe a product can be created once and subsequent products can be created, but this one will keep bringing you revenue. So what is going to be your intro product into the market? For a cashier, one thing that is very, very important is, with all your experience, with everything you know, one thing you will need to understand is, how do I package it and sell to, let's use ChatGPT to break this down. I want, who are the potential audience and how large is this market, both in developed and undeveloped countries. So let Chat give us that data, because that data is important for us to know what's the opportunity out there. Because if we can't identify the opportunity out there and it's not a growing market is simply a market that will constantly have demand. There are dying markets out there, and most times people create products for dying markets. Growing markets is every year, every month, people are coming into this same industry or that same market. So it means that you have consistently a growing audience, consistently people that are most likely going to buy from you. So Chat is saying small retail stores, supermarket, pharmacies, restaurants, saloons, convenience stores, franchises, blah, 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 blah. And it says 100 to million business customer market. And the World Bank estimates a 250 to 445 million formal and informal. That means micro, small, and middle enterprise. Now, this is a very, very big market. It's a growing market, and a cashier that has that kind of experience is most likely going to go and look for another job, because that's the way you have been trained. But with a digital product that is $10, $20, guess what? She'll be making more from that digital product. I have experienced this before, making more from the digital product even when she is working. And that's the beauty about it. This is because what I have understood with growth is that there is a tool mindset, tool, TOOL mindset, and there's a seed mindset. As most people in a 9 to 5 are structured to think like tools, we have been programmed to think like tools. So anything outside a tool is not something we are conversant with. We have been trained to be in a position, in a role. And most times thinking outside this is a big problem. And my job here is to break you out of that cycle. Let me just say this. I say there's nothing really like a high income skill. That's nonsense. A high income skill simply means somebody is willing to pay high income or pay a lot for that skill to be executed. Do you know why? The reason why anybody is going to pay high income for anything is because the tendency for him to lose 10 times, 20 times, 30 times is there. Now let's ask ourselves this question. Let's go to Chat and ask Chat, if I were to create a digital product for this niche, what happens if they don't get my solution? What do they stand to lose in monetary terms? Let's see what chat will tell us here. What do they stand to lose in monetary terms? A cashier that creates this kind of digital product to solve a problem. What do they stand to lose? Now, chat has already told me that this is a very, very smart question. But let's see how it breaks it down. First, theft. What do they stand to lose? Stores revenue in most months is about $10,000 a month. 1% leakage is equals to $100 a month loss. So let's look at it from this angle. Some stores make about $10,000. 1% leakage gives it about, let's say, $100 that they tend to lose, or they will tend to lose more. Are they willing to pay $10,000 or $10 or $20 to solve and prevent this kind of loss? Yes, it's a no-brainer. People will want a solution that will prevent them from losing. It's human nature. People will want to prevent a loss than even prevent a gain. Yes, most people will want to prevent losing instead of trying to gain something. So people are willing to pay for this. And whatever is your current role, you need to start thinking like this. You need to switch from thinking like a tool. We have been fashioned, especially when you have worked for a very long time, you have been fashioned in a tool mindset. And you need to break out from this into a seed mindset. Because by seeding this solution, seeding it out there, putting it out there, people are most likely going to buy it. Most likely they're going to buy it. And imagine this. We have millions of these small businesses, and we are currently in a global market. If you are to get even 100 of them every month, 100 of them will be 100 times 10. If that solution is $10. And I'm just saying that's just the intro solution, because there are other solutions you will need to provide. That's the intro. That is something that can be bringing in not only passive revenue, but you are solving a problem. My problem with most high income things out there is that most of them don't solve any problem. And the tendency for it to be a short-term solution is high. And you're not looking for a short-term solution. You're looking for something that will keep bringing in revenue for you. And creating this product once, you're creating it once, will keep bringing revenue. Now let me explain this very well. What's the next step? The step is first you need to extract this skill. And the second step is you will need to package the skill. The packaging is where people have a problem. The packaging is what makes it attractive for people to want it, desire it, and say, you know what? I'm going to buy this. I have to buy this. If I don't buy this, you know what? I am going to buy this. The packaging is key. Most people get the extraction correct, but the packaging is where the problem is. So I would like to break down packaging and how to package solutions. So type packaging for me in the comment section, and I will do a video explaining what packaging is and how you can package any skill, any knowledge, so that people will look at it and say, you know what? I want to buy this. Because what they see is that I have a lot to lose by not buying this, and I have a lot to gain by buying this. I'll see you in the next video.